Have you ever felt like the universe is whispering to you? Like something deep within your soul keeps saying, "It's not over. They're coming back." Maybe you've been seeing signs, repeating numbers, dreams that feel more real than reality, or a calm in your heart that you can't explain. You sense something is shifting, and you wonder if the universe is guiding you toward a reunion with your twin flame. If this resonates, this message is meant for you. Because in this video, we'll uncover 9 powerful signs that the universe is preparing to reunite you with your twin flame, and more importantly, we'll explore why each of these signs appears when your souls are ready to meet again. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's begin this journey together. Have you ever met someone who felt instantly familiar, as if your soul had been waiting for them long before this lifetime? You didn't have to explain who you were, because they already knew. And even when life pulled you apart through time, distance, or circumstances, something invisible kept connecting you back. You might have tried to move on, but their energy stayed with you, gently reminding you that this connection isn't ordinary. That's not random, that's divine alignment. In the twin flame journey, the universe often works behind the scenes, arranging synchronicities, encounters, and lessons that lead you both toward reunion. Every meeting and every separation carries purpose. Some people cross your path to awaken your soul, others to challenge you, but your twin flame appears to mirror the deepest truth of who you are. And when the time comes for reunion, you begin to notice signs that feel impossible to ignore. So how do you know when that divine alignment is happening? How do you recognize when the universe is gently guiding you back toward your mirror soul? Let's explore the 9 signs that the universe is reuniting you with your twin flame, one by one, each leading to the next, like steps in a sacred dance. It often begins subtly. You start crossing paths again, maybe online, in dreams, or through mutual connections. At first, it feels like coincidence, but when it keeps happening, when they suddenly reappear in your awareness again and again, that's the universe aligning timelines. These encounters are spiritual checkpoints. They're not accidents, they're reminders. The universe uses synchronicity to pull both souls closer, often at moments when your energies match once again. Sometimes you'll hear their name randomly. Sometimes a stranger will mention them. Sometimes you'll find yourself in the exact place where you first met, as if life is gently pressing repeat. Why? Because your soul is being called back into recognition. The universe wants to make sure you remember what your heart already knows. This connection still matters. But why do these meetings intensify right before reunion? Let's go deeper. Twin flame reunion never happens through force. It doesn't unfold because you chase, beg, or try to control the outcome. It happens when you finally surrender, when you stop chasing and start trusting. There's a sacred shift that occurs when your soul reaches balance. You stop asking when and start whispering, "I'm ready." You begin to trust the flow of divine timing instead of fighting against it. That's when peace replaces longing. You don't feel desperate anymore. You feel aligned. And that calm energy becomes a beacon. Because as soon as you find peace within yourself, your twin flame feels it energetically. Your vibration stabilizes, and that stability calls your twin home without words, without effort. You see, reunion doesn't happen when you chase love. It happens when you become love. And once you've reached that point of inner calm, something else begins to shift in your outer world. Suddenly, the connections that once felt interesting begin to fade. You no longer crave shallow attention or temporary validation. You start seeing through illusions, recognizing which relationships drain your energy and which ones lift it. This isn't loneliness, it's purification. Your soul is clearing space for something divine. Every time you say no to what doesn't serve you, You say yes to your higher path. You stop settling for half love because your heart knows it's preparing for true love. You might feel detached, less drawn to date or engage in meaningless conversations, and that's okay. This is your energy refining itself, aligning with your twin flame's vibrations so that when reunion happens, you meet as equals, not as seekers. So if you find yourself losing interest in the wrong people, don't resist it. It means you're getting ready to recognize the right one again. And as your heart clears and opens, the universe begins to speak more loudly through signs and symbols. You glance at the clock, 11:11. You scroll your phone, 22:22. You hear their favorite song on the radio just as you were thinking of them. A stranger says their name. You dream about them, and then you wake to a message or memory that mirrors your dream. These are not coincidences. These are synchronicities, the universe's secret language of alignment. When you start noticing these patterns, it's a signal that energetic communication is happening between your souls. The universe is saying, you're on the right path, keep going. Each synchronicity is a breadcrumb leading you closer to union, a reminder that even if your twin isn't physically beside you, your connection is still alive, vibrant, and divinely orchestrated. And as synchronicities grow stronger, something deeper begins to awaken, a recognition that transcends time and memory. When twin flames meet again, whether for the first time or after a long separation, there's no need for explanation. You simply know. You recognize their eyes, their voice, their energy. Even if years have passed, one look can dissolve all the walls. That's because twin flame connection isn't about learning someone new, it's about remembering someone ancient. Your souls have traveled together through lifetimes, growing, healing, and evolving until now, the moment where both of you can finally recognize each other with clarity and love instead of attachment and pain. This recognition isn't always easy. It can stir emotions, memories, or fears, but it's also the clearest sign that reunion is near. Because only when you can see your twin without projection, when you can honor them as a mirror instead of a missing piece, can true union begin. But how do you reach that point of inner clarity and peace? Let's move into the next stage. True twin flame love doesn't bloom in chaos. It grows in calmness, in wholeness, in acceptance. The more you reconnect with your authentic self, the more peaceful your energy becomes, and this peace is magnetic. It's what draws your twin back toward you without words, without plans, without trying. Your vibration becomes a sanctuary. You're no longer searching, you're simply being. That's when the universe begins to weave the threads of reunion, often through unexpected ways. Maybe your twin suddenly starts dreaming of you, feeling your emotions, or remembering moments they thought they'd forgotten. Because energetically, your peace is calling them home. And speaking of dreams, that's often where the next sign shows up most clearly. Before reunion happens in the physical world, it often begins in the spiritual one. And dreams become the meeting place between your two souls. You might dream of their face, hear their voice, or experience powerful emotions that stay with you after waking. Sometimes you'll wake up feeling comforted, as if you just spent the night in their presence. Other times, dreams may feel symbolic, filled with signs, places, or messages meant to prepare you for what's coming. These dreams are not just imagination, they are soul-to-soul conversations. Because in sleep, the ego rests and only truth speaks. So when your twin appears in dreams more frequently, pay attention. Write them down. Many of those dreams will later make sense. You'll realize they were showing you healing, reconciliation, or upcoming events before they unfolded. But even dreams can only go so far. For reunion to fully manifest, you must first let go of the old stories still holding you apart. The universe cannot fill a cup that's already full. Before it can bring your twin flame back, it will ask you to release what no longer serves your journey. Maybe it's an old relationship, a painful memory, a grudge, or simply the version of yourself that used to chase love instead of embodying it. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're creating space. Every tear you release, every old belief you shed, becomes room for new energy to flow. You stop clinging to how reunions should happen and start trusting that it will happen in divine time. And the moment you surrender the past, something magical occurs. The universe begins to move things into place. Doors open, paths cross, conversations happen out of nowhere. And then, one day, reunion arrives not with fireworks, but with peace. Which leads us to the final sign. Reunion doesn't always look the way you imagine. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic moments. It's quiet, peaceful, certain like coming home after a long journey. Sometimes twin flames meet before they're ready. They separate, grow, and heal. But when both souls reach alignment, when both have learned the lessons of love, forgiveness, and self-worth, the universe brings them together again effortlessly. You might reconnect through a simple message, a chance encounter, or divine timing that feels almost unreal. And when you do, you'll notice something different. There's no anxiety, no confusion, no running or chasing. Just peace. Because reunion isn't about fixing each other, it's about walking forward together as two whole beings, each radiating their own light. And that's the beauty of divine timing. Love returns not when you want it to, but when you're both ready to hold it. Every twist, every silence, every spark, it's all part of the sacred choreography of twin flame union. Nothing is random. Every delay has been divine protection. Every heartbreak, divine redirection. The universe hasn't been testing your patience, it's been preparing your strength. It's shaping both of you to embody the kind of love that doesn't fade with time or distance. So if you're noticing these signs, trust them. Trust that your soul knows what it's doing. Trust that your twin flame feels this connection too, even if they haven't said it yet. And most importantly, trust that divine love never forgets its way home. Because when the moment is right, you won't have to search or chase. The universe will guide both of you back together, not as two halves searching for completion, but as two whole souls remembering you were never truly apart. So breathe, heal, surrender. The universe is already at work. And when your heart whispers, it's time, you'll know because the signs will no longer just appear around you. They'll live within you. If this message resonated with your heart, take a moment to breathe it in to feel its truth. Your twin flame journey is sacred, and you are never alone in it. Leave a comment below sharing which of these 9 signs you've been experiencing lately. It might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. And if you're ready to keep deepening your understanding of divine love, subscribe to the channel because every week we explore the wisdom, healing, and magic behind the twin flame path. Remember, the universe never separates what it intends to reunite. Your love story isn't ending, it's just becoming divine.